Have you heard how a drink a day could keep the doctor away? Well, now new research seems to be proving that. Experts saying that drinking the right amount could prevent a stroke, but drinking too much could trigger one. Joining us now, Dr. Ernest Patty. He's here, senior attending physician of emergency of medicine at St. Barnabas Hospital. And Dr. Patty, hi, first of all, and happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you. While we're talking about this, anybody who is watching, they're probably, well, I shouldn't say probably, many people are drinking. So if they are drinking, partaking, how much is too much, Dr. Patty?
Well, the exciting news was they discovered that if you had 1 to 2 drinks a day, it decreased your risk for ischemic stroke, which is a big problem in the United States. The problem is, though, so don't rush right to the bottle, because if you drink 3 or 4 more than 4 glasses a day, now you actually flip it the other way and increase your risk for stroke. Okay,
I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to guess, and does it have something to do with constricting the blood vessels?
What they really think it has to do with is affecting a protein in your blood called fibrinogen, which helps form blood clots. And so their theory is that this small amounts of alcohol will decrease that accumulation of fibrinogen. The problem is, if you don't drink already, I wouldn't rush to start drinking every day, because you still need to do more research on this. The jury's still out as if this is going to be a long-term effect.
So just to recap, so if you drink, what's okay to drink? How much?
They said 1 to 2 drinks a day.
A day?
A day.
And we're talking, does it matter if it's wine or whiskey?
They weren't specific. They said 1 to 2 alcoholic drinks. You also get the benefits from wine, red wine, for cardiovascular health. So I'm assuming that wine would probably be a good first choice.
But Dr. Patty, of course, we're talking about this because this is we kick off the holidays, and some people, not everyone, like to have a glass of wine or two. But in terms of trying to prevent strokes, I would imagine that factors such as pre-existing medical conditions, your family history, DNA, your age, the part of the country you live in, and also your baseline stress level. All that would come into play.
Well, your baseline stress level. Also, what type of health are you in? Stroke is a big problem in the United States, and it's coupled very tightly with hypertension and poor cardiovascular health. So obviously, other things are going to decrease your risk for stroke, such as exercise, proper diet, proper sleep, decreasing your stress level at work. All those things come into play. The exciting thing with this, though, was they were under the assumption that alcohol was not such a good thing for you. But in this limited study, it showed that 1 to 2 drinks would decrease stroke risk. The problem is people who then run and say, well, if 2 are good for me, I'm going to do 4. The converse was 4 or more actually flipped it the other way and increased your risk severely for embolic strokes and also for hemorrhagic stroke tremendously. So you have to be careful with the research and how you interpret it.
I'm glad you repeated that, because I was going to ask you again, because people are home, everybody's busy, sort of cooking, half listening, and people are taking a sip of the sherry or whatever they're cooking with. I'm just assuming here. I can make assumptions on this particular story, but again, the takeaway is two drinks a day is okay. More than that, what happens?
More than that, it increases your risk of having a stroke, both hemorrhagic and or thromboembolic strokes.
And either way, a stroke is not good for the body.
Either way, they're both bad. Okay. So exercise, everything in moderation, like we always talk about, and enjoy a family day with your loved ones today.
Dr. Ernest Patty, happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for bringing your beautiful niece, did you say?
Niece Gianna, yes.
Gorgeous.
She's here with
Hi,
me.
Gianna.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.